player standing.
Flash out! Clearing out!
Grenade! Here comes the party!
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Too late. That's not ready.
Last player standing.
This is no problem.
Last player standing. Clutch.
Good morning, good evening, good night. Hello, and everybody, welcome to your Southeastern Esports, where today our Valorant team will be taking on New Mexico Tech in a game, best of 3 here tonight as we looked into it.
This is a nice spot.
We started the stream a little bit late, but we are back on it. As you can see, Southeastern is ahead 3-0 up against New Mexico State.
This goes here.
Switching over to Southeastern's POV, Mr. Goat will be on Raze.
Grenade!
Looking to all push C site here, using the breaches charge to get on, and wow, get on site, and great shot there for Mr. Goat, as now they're able to take site control. Smoked off. Bender lurking through his own smoke. They know where they are. They're going to swing the corner. Bender's going to go down, but the trade there early, and there's 2 for Mr. Goat, and there's round 4 for Southeastern. Wow, great job there by your hometown team just to take site and do a 1-for-2 trade. Bender going down on that swing, but Mr. Goat right there to pick them back up. And as you can see, Southeastern looking pretty good on economy here in this very first round. It looks like full buys from everyone on both sides, so eager to see where this next round will take us.
Down, guns up. Get dead.
New Mexico will be the defending team, and Southeastern will be on the attacking side. As again, Mr. Goat sending out his bomb drones through mid there, or excuse me, towards the A site, is now rotating back here with Bender. Now Bender looking to be the entry fragger, sees one there on a little bit of a top angle. In his own, in the Omen smoke, but now they're going to activate door and rotate over to C side. And it looks like a full swing here from Southeastern, but New Mexico realizes this, and they will get rotated back themselves. They're smoked off on the C entrance. Is now Mr. Goat taking some shots, but here they decide to rotate right back through B. Oh, and through the smoke, down goes Bender. New Mexico has down goes 1 for New Mexico, and Gecko, little wingman, where with the plant. Is Isaac using Gecko? Swing there with 2, can't quite pick up 1, but now Southeastern realizes that they are right around that corner. Mr. Goat on 1 HP, and down goes Mr. Goat. And last one for Southeastern, spraying through the smoke. Adias, he gets one. Can he get another one? New Mexico on the plant, and there's another one, but Adias cannot quite get the clutch as Nam will defuse, and the first round goes to New Mexico's Tech. But that doesn't really hurt Southeastern that much. They had great buys, as you can see, full buyout from everyone there. And New Mexico really evening the playing field with that win. Switching over here to Bender's POV. He's been a great entry fragger and a great omen for the Southeastern team, especially when it comes to smoking areas. He's been really proficient in that. So excited to see what Bender can do through this next round. As we get in the final seconds, I'd like to remind you that if you do not follow us on any of our social medias, go check us out on SE Sports HQ. And we can see an early kill here. There it is on Kowalski. Mr. Goat and Bender looking to take B. Breaching charges, teleporting. They get the swing, but down goes Bender and Mr. Goat. New Mexico able to retake B site. As we look over here, Macro Red. On that angle, he gets one on Mop. Spraying through that box. It is a 2v3 situation now for Southeastern. Oh, and down goes Adias. And here's Isaac with the headshot. Can he swing another and get Nam on this corner? Walking very silently and slowly. He knows one is there. He sees it. Can't quite pick up the shots. There's another one. And Nam right above him. And New Mexico is able to pick up that round. Wow. Great job by Isaac on trying to retake site. But New Mexico was just a one-person advantage. Was able to get that round for themselves. And now Southeastern in a little bit of a bind here. As we can see. Not looking towards a little bit spread out on each side, not many buyouts, but saving for an eco round, doing what they can. And as these final seconds tick down, we'll see a full rush towards this A site. Mr. Goat getting out in front with his breaching charge, and New Mexico does not send anybody through A, playing very passively here. Gonna activate the wall, gonna send out a bomb drone, and Isaac still using Gecko. Gonna get some recon. As you can see, Mr. Goat out in front there, and Bender using the Sheriff, but they know where Bender is. Down goes Isaac. Just going over here to Mr. Goat POV. He sees one through the smoke, but Nam, wow. Crazy shot by Nam there, and Macro able to wrap around on the flank and get the pickup for the kill. And Southeastern losing momentum very quickly here. As we can see, New Mexico will go up 3-4 and a 1 deficit to Southeastern. I think New Mexico finally figured out Southeastern's rotations and game plan when it comes to this map. So hopefully Southeastern can adjust as they go further. Again, looking at the buys here, New Mexico sitting pretty well on funds, and Eco and Southeastern struggling. They're going to go for a full buy here to try to turn the tides of this game, and we'll see how that plays in their favor. Switching over to Southeastern's POV. We'll again take a look at Bender's POV, and we'll see what he does with this omen. All the utility coming in there. As Southeastern looking to send 4 to the C site against 2. Down goes Kowalski. Bender picks up 1, doing his work. We should go spraying. I don't know if he saw Macro on the other side of that wall there. That frag might land if he does. And there it is. There's the bounce off the wall. He gets some damage on Macro, but not enough. As Southeastern playing
There.
very, very cautiously. As Bender on the one-on-one of the backside, you can see the top left of your map. He might meet a New Mexico defender. Smoking out to A side. Down goes Isaac.
Down, C.
Regaining the spike. Southeastern gonna have to make a move to see what they are wanting to do. Idea is staying on that angle. Switch over to Get a look at Bender's POV.
30 seconds left.
Still soloing on that backside as he mop with breach. Finally able to take control of the site. Their patience has paid off big time. As now, Mop with the plant, or excuse me, Mr. Goat with the plant. And Bender. Smoking off any entrances, as well as Mop. Looking to stun. Seeing Adias here. On this angle with the bomb. Sees Nom. Down goes Mr. Goat. A little bit. The tag team. And there it is, Uncle Whiff and Adias. Along with Mop. Mop gonna use some charges maybe. Gets it a little bit more. Yet again. Oh, and the aggressive play by Uncle Whiff. Mop's gonna have to do something here. On the defuse. And there's the angle. And wow, Uncle Whiff gets the kill and clutches up for New Mexico. Wow. Hey, tough loss for Southeastern on that one. Won a 1v2 in the end to get the final clutch. And I think New Mexico has found their rhythm. And this spells trouble for Southeastern. Yet again, take a look. Southeastern going for the full buy. And we'll see how this round number 9 plays out. Mr. Goat Bender playing this far side of A. Southeastern just trying to find a point to where they can be efficient at. Playing very, very slowly. Leaving New Mexico to get a little bit uneasy. Might make some hasty rotations and Southeastern will take advantage of that. And here they go. Breach charge. Get him out in front. Mr. Goat gets around. Sees the Omen up top. Doesn't realize he's still there. Around the corner, down goes Omen. One for Mr. Goat. 5v4 advantage on Southeastern side and a full rotate into A. And now New Mexico will realize this and play 4 in the far back side of A.
There.
And I think Southeastern's going to roll with it. Adias, the only one back on B side. Shooting out the wall, smoking off, and they might make a rotate here. Big time plays. Smokes out again from Bender. And they decide to call it. Rotating into B site again. Taking over. Adias with the angle up top. Down goes the spike from the wingman.
30 seconds left.
That Gecko agent has definitely been a vital factor for Southeastern. They use that ability a lot. Adias. High value targets up there on top, but there you have it. Southeastern able to find some rhythm of their own, taking back round number 9. And that might have to be Southeastern's game here tonight. We might have to see them play super slow and let New Mexico be uneasy and lose focus just a little bit, or just enough to let them take some sights. And again, a full buy from Southeastern, and not much of the same from New Mexico State. Or New Mexico Tech, excuse me. Again, going with the strategy from A. New Mexico not playing very aggressive on this. Southeastern, again, playing very slowly, trying to minimize noise as much as possible. POV of Mr. Goat right around that corner. You'll see. There's one. They know it's there. Grenades go out. Yet again, here comes a rocket. He might pick up 2. But no, doesn't get it. Picks up the kill still on Kowalski. And Southeastern able to take another site. Wow. 2 by Mr. Goat. Now Isaac spraying through smoke. And up top, and the rest of New Mexico will have to rotate over to try and re-intake site. Up on Heaven. Playing far back of A. Uncle Whiff. If he peeks, he's been facing 3 SC defenders. Takes out Bender. On a solid peek there. Down goes Macro from Mop. And Mop playing the close play here. It's going to take a miracle from Uncle Whiff. And there's Mop with the swing. And there you have it. Southeastern takes yet another round back to back against New Mexico Tech.
Let's have some fun.
And Mop. Staying in the pocket of Mr. Goat here. Southeastern looks to go again to A site. It's worked for the past 2 rounds. And New Mexico just doesn't seem to be too concerned with it. They're playing spread out. They have a 1 far side of C, 2 middle in the B, and 2 on the back side of A. Uncle Whiff taking a lot of damage from that peek there, and Nom as well. Southeastern going to have to rotate into this site fast, or else New Mexico is going to be able to catch up and maybe surround Southeastern. Nom playing just on the backside of that smoke. As you can see, Adias with the active angle. They break the wall through mid, and this might be their play here. On the other side of that wall is Kowalski. Mop using breach, and there's a flash. And around the corner is Uncle Whiff, and he goes down to Mop. And Southeastern realizes the push through mid. All of New Mexico State is
30
there.
seconds left.
Adias playing the active angle. 3 gonna peek, goes down, and there's another one. He picks up 2.
5.
And Macro rotating far side of A. And Nom. Ooh, down goes Nom to the sniper.
One enemy remaining. Last round in the half.
And that'll take us in a round before the half. If Southeastern can win this one, they will have a 4-round lead over New Mexico. In the final round before the half, full buys from everyone here. And down goes Mr. Goat on the headshot from Kowalski. Bender using smokes. And now New Mexico being aggressive. The peak, and Adias gets the headshot on the backside of C, pushing all the way in to Southeastern spawn, and Southeastern falling apart here a little bit. Isaac on the rotate. Picks up 3. Or JC. Better call him JC. Now goes the wingman from Isaac. 2v2 situation. Bender and Isaac, the tag team. They're going to flank New Mexico, and I don't think they realize it either. Bender on the backside. New Mexico finally still doesn't realize on the flank. Flank patiently. There's one, and there's the second on raise, and that will take Southeastern into the half with a great play there, despite going down by Isaac's wingman. And that, there again, Southeastern finding their momentum and getting 4 rounds ahead of New Mexico. Switching over to defense will be Southeastern. Great sprays there coming in from your team. Just a heartwarming moment for the team here. As we can see in these final seconds before the round starts. And Bender looking to smoke. Looking to smoke right where the entry to A. And New Mexico realizes, and they are on a full rotate away towards C site, and the only one over there is Adias. We'll see how he handles this situation. On the cams, looking at B. All through, there's a 1. They know he is suppressed. And now the swing by Nom. Oh, down goes Adias. And now New Mexico has full control of site. Switching over to Mr. Goat. Isaac on the full rotate on the flank, it looks like. Bender playing the backside. of C. Throwing some smokes there from Omen. And swing on Kowalski, pick up one. And now the swing by Nam. Down goes Nam. And another peek. Can he get another one? There's another one for Bender. And around the corner, but Bender goes down. And the last one, Uncle Whiff and Isaac in a one-on-one situation.
Dizzy's up top.
And down goes Uncle Whiff to Isaac in South.
We do what we do. Get back to chilling.
And we are back into the round. Isaac with SMG. Picking the corner all the way to New Mexico spawn. Backside, there's Nam. And, oh, it's a wing in the trade. 180'd. And now Mop with Breach.
Go get him.
Blinding.
Sending out some flashes.
Satchel out.
One
More
enemy
flashes.
remaining.
The swing, Kowalski and JC just can't quite keep it up. And Southeastern pushing even further
Give
ahead.
it to me. I'll rough them up.
And entering into this next round, Southeastern setting pretty well on funds. For New Mexico holding on to anything they can get. Full pistols for New Mexico as Mr. Goat and Mop swing backside to help with B. And Adias with cams with Cypher. Cypher's been a great character for him, especially on the information side. For Southeastern is Bender waiting to smoke.
Cover going out.
And now Southeastern were pushed, and there's the blinds. Picks up one. The grenades coming in from Kowalski. And a peek there. Another one for Bender. And now the rest of New Mexico will try to
One
push.
enemy
And
remaining.
there's a shot on Nam. On the other side of this smoke is the other Cypher. And there you have it. Wow. Flawless by Southeastern. Bender, I believe, picked up 3 of his own right there. Great job by him. And then Isaac with the cleanup for the enemy Cypher. And Southeastern just, in this half, dominating. Not letting New Mexico get any rhythm whatsoever. As that'll lead us into round 15. And here we go into round 15. And on Bender's POV, still suppressed. Suppression is definitely a hard mechanic to get around, but Bender still staying in his own smokes there. Mr. Goat gets the K on Uncle Whiff, and now, ooh, down goes Mr. Goat. He was trying to swing, but Kowalski picked him up, and through the smoke, there goes Kowalski, and down go 2 Southeastern players. It's now a 2-on-2. Bender sees one, gets another one. Bender is on fire these last 2 rounds.
Blinding.
And teleporting away on the backside of door, Nam. Omen versus Omen here. And there it is. Bender, wow. Great job by Bender there. These last 2 rounds, he has been insane. And match point to Southeastern side. As you can see, full buys coming in from everyone here. Again, New Mexico, not with much utility or money to work with. And we'll see if Southeastern can seal the deal on the pre-site setup. It looks like New Mexico is going to send 4 towards A and 1 right down the middle, their own Cypher macro. And we'll see how this plays out for them.
Use that.
Using those breaching charges to get around the way. They're active on door. And Bender's facing for himself. He decides to rotate back with Isaac. Taking some damage and is also actively marked, as well as Isaac.
Spike planted.
And now the rest of the Southeastern team back to support. But now it's a full 5v4 here on this A side. And out in front is SC Mop. He gets the swing on the raise. And there's another one. He picks up. Ooh, couldn't quite get the other. But Adias. And there you have it. Southeastern is going to take match number 1 in this best of 3. Some 360s there from Isaac.
Defenders win.
And defenders will win. Southeastern, like we said, picking up game number 1 on Lotus. And we're going to go ahead and take a break there. As you can see, the scoreboard coming in, the KDA, all 4 of Southeastern were top fraggers. 17 and 11 from Mr. Goat, 15-9 from Adias, Bender 16-11, and then Isaac 17 and 10. Like we said, we're going to take a break right there. We hope you stay with us as we go into match number 2. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, into game number 2 of Southeastern versus New Mexico State. If you're just now joining us, in the last game, Southeastern was able to pick up the game and lead them into 1-0 over New Mexico. And Southeastern really put on a dominant show there. I believe they were able to win 14-4 on that very last run. So we'll see how they can stack up in this next match. A little bit of different picks coming in here. Mr. Goat going to be on Omen this time. Isaac going to be on Reyna. And Mop going to be on Breach, along with the DS on Cypher.
Here.
Excuse me. Isaac's going to be on Fade. And here we are, the swing.
Remaining. Spike down A.
2-on-1 scenario. We're here early in this first pistol round. Above is Mop and Adias. Below is Nam. And it's a 1-on-1 early here, as Nam could have the clutch for the round. Adias sitting on Heaven, but now on the backside of Nam. Smoking out. He realizes he hears the footsteps on the other side of the smoke. Any bullet could do it for either one of them here. Now they see the rotate on the backside of smoke. As soon as this goes away, oh, they find one another, and there's the headshot from Adias, and seals the first round for Southeastern, picking up the sheriff to himself.
An injured dog bites hard.
And there we go, Southeastern with the early head start, and you can see the buys already coming in there.
Yes, this should do.
And if you win that first round,
This is a nice spot.
you're not going to look at many buys from the losing team. As you can see, maybe an SMG or an upgraded pistol here and there, but they can eco buys from Southeastern
Here.
to aid them through these next 2 rounds, hopefully. Diaz still on cams. Mop and Mr. Goat sitting on A site. And New Mexico looks to play the slow game and take 5 towards A. Diaz going to stay back on site B, excuse me. New Mexico going to rotate 5. Mop could face a potential 2 or 3 players here, as that Jet's going to peek the corner. And here come the flashes from Breach. And there's a stun.
Down A.
But the spike is down. And now the rest of Southeastern will rotate over. As we can see, Bender, Isaac goes down there. But New Mexico not able to take site quite yet. Adias playing the middle ground as Mop against Uncle Whiff and JC. The Sova intel coming in from that arrow.
1 enemy remaining.
And down goes
down
Uncle
A.
Whiff to Bender, but JC with the trade. Adias will finally
30
rotate
seconds
over for the double on JC, and now he's going to take his KO all the way back to site B, where he does have cams. Does Southeastern realize this and could potentially rotate early? And yes, there they go. They're going to let him get out front just a little bit as they peek the corner there. Spraying and
player
praying.
standing.
Down
10
goes
seconds
Mop
left.
and Adias. Last one standing for their line of defense. Gonna play the slow game and rotate away. And there you have it. Defenders will win that round. Not much anybody could have done there. At least on New Mexico's side.
Yes, this should do.
And that'll bring us into round number 3.
There. This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Here.
Cover going out.
A little bit of a different scenario. Mr. Goat playing the Omen. Usually that's Bender's job, but still Mr. Goat sending out smokes towards their spawn. Gonna smoke out the entrance to A site. Around the corner, Mr. Mop setting up a little bit of a crossfire, and Nom,
My ultimate is ready.
the enemy Omen, is taken out. Now teleporting back through A site. Yet again, gonna sim some more smokes out. Uncle With the drone. Down goes Bender
Alarm bot out.
on the jet. And New Mexico gonna be able to take the site. As underneath is JC. Just spraying to the floor, getting a little bit of picks, and down goes JC from the top, shooting through heaven. 3-on-2 scenario. Through the floor, getting some sprays. They see one on the crate below. Playing very passively is New Mexico. They're going to allow Southeastern to make their move. Down goes Macro. On the kill from Adias. Uncle Whiff. And there's a swing. They see one. Oh, but Adias can't quite do it. And that'll be the first round. First pickup round to New Mexico.
Here.
Doing all they can to keep this in balance. Southeastern going to take some Vandals and stick Isaac with a Sheriff. And you can see some ecos and full buys from New Mexico.
Here.
And we'll be able to see how this next round plays out. Switching to New Mexico's Kowalski. Very active angle is Mr. Goat. And Mop playing that still crossfire there. Mop being a little bit of a decoy on the swing. Picks him up, and there in the corner, there was Mr. Goat on the Omen. Uncle Whiff. Mr. Goat and Mop decide to rotate back just a little bit. They've done that play twice in a row now, and it's worked beautifully both times. Mop being a little bit of a decoy there, sticking his neck out for Mr. Goat just to pick up the K, and now rotating to the backside of their spawn. Mr. Goat sending out some more smokes, and then Isaac jump peeking, trying to get some info, and Bender with the jet and the Sheriff. Passive angle, smoke going out, and spraying through the smoke is Nom. Uncle Whiff with the plant. And Southeastern has to make a move. It's a 5-on-4. Southeastern can take advantage of this smoke. They might look to rotate the long way here. But New Mexico has full control of the site, and Adias shooting through ground with Sheriff. But now they know he's there. It's a shot, and JC goes down, but so does Adias. Nom gets the pick on Bender. Macro, Mr. Goat going at it.
Enemy remaining.
Gets a shot on Mop. And all Mop can do is jump out. And the attackers will take round number 4, evening it up 2-2. And we saw this in the last game. New Mexico got some momentum early, winning some rounds, resetting the economy just a little bit. The Southeastern was able to respond. And a full buy, as you can see, all Vandals from Southeastern. And not much for New Mexico.
Get out of my way.
Killjoy macro red there. Is Isaac
Find you.
using Fade still. Spraying through the smoke on the location. Great headshot there on Kowalski with the assist from Adias. The Prowler. And now Bender dashing in with Jet
Spike planted.
through the backside. Throwing some smokes. And around the corner, have another one. I'll take top there. Realize
One enemy remaining.
on the swing, gets a Killjoy. And there is the KO kill. And now just finding the spike and defusing. Mr. Goat will do the honors. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Round 5 to Southeastern. Out and ahead.
Flawless.
Flawless. And again, this is a great opportunity to say if you don't follow us on any of our social medias, go check us out on SE Sports HQ on Instagram, Twitter, and where you're watching here at YouTube for all your Southeastern esports gaming needs. We try to stream at least 3 to 4 times a week with our games ranging from Rocket League, Valorant, Overwatch, and hopefully we're going to show some love to Apex in the near future. Looking to get those guys some streaming time. Leading us into round number 6. Mr. Goat looking for the smokes early on the pregame setup, and Macro falling early for the shots by Bender. In the B side is New Mexico. For the smoke there, the KO. Bender gets picked. Adias with one to his right. Here's the gunshots. Not going to peek just yet. He is suppressed. Can't use any of his abilities. Two on 4. Down goes Nam. Don't know if Adias is going to see the peek on his right-hand side. He hears the bullets, the smoke from Bender. Getting the enemy positions. There it is. Pick on KO. Around the corner is the Jet. Waiting for the peek. Oh, but walked out just enough for the shot from the Sova. Uncle Whiff sealing the deal. Tying it back up yet again. Been a medium-paced game here. Nothing crazy has happened too yet. No super aggro plays. Might be saving that for the later rounds and the strategies, but again, still a pretty even matchup. Peek through mid here. Bender with the op around the corner. There's a shot on the Killjoy. Macro had no chance. Rotating back, Bender. And now Adias on cam, still saying is now Kowalski and Nam rotating through middle. Another shot by Bender, but doesn't connect to Kowalski. As we see, smoking mid, trying to get some info. We'll switch over to Southeastern POB as Isaac and Bender still holding down mid. There goes Mr. Gold. And the flashes, but wow, through the closing door. Down goes Mop. Great shots there. But a 1-on-3 scenario. And there you have it. Southeastern will get that defending round.
I can't see them yet, but I can feel them getting ready.
No problem.
This goes here. That goes there.
You got 2 of these?
Yes, this should do. This goes here. Ah, this is a nice spot.
Idea still sitting on cams as Bender holding aggressive angles. New Mexico not making a play quite yet. Looking through mid. Kowalski gonna peek of his own.
Blocking sight.
Look down the middle here a little bit. That's still Southeastern with the 1-player advantage. And there comes the stun by Mop, revealing the location of Kowalski. Now he's gonna rotate through his own smoke. Mr. Goat on that very active angle there on his right side. Kowalski doesn't even realize, and there it is. Mr. Goat's gonna get the K. Switching over to JC here. Up top in heaven.
30 seconds left.
Shots with the sheriff. And another smoke through mid. Leaving New Mexico no option but to face Southeastern head on. And without certainty. There's only 10 seconds left. New Mexico
10
might
seconds
play it
left.
safe. Maybe try to get a pick.
Player
But no, down goes JC. And Uncle Whiff, the only one standing with the spike. Not much he can do there in the final seconds. The game's going to go to Southeastern. Get to save some eco there. As the only one going down for Southeastern was Mr. Goat, and he can still buy back fairly easy.
Right here. Right here. Take flight.
Uncle with the drone. It's Southeastern's POV, Adias.
You should run.
And the Killjoy. But Adias shuts down Kowalski on the swing. Staying in the smoke for Omen. It's a target practice there, but down goes Adias. Now Uncle Whiff sealing off the side. Isaac with now the location of Uncle Whiff. Uncle Whiff looking for the plant. Miss Southeastern converges. And a little bit of taunting there from Mr. Goat to his own teammate. As we can see some of the great faces of the Valorant agents.
There. There.
Switching over to Bender's POV. Still sticking with the op. Playing the slow peek here on the Uncle Whiff. Ooh. Down goes Bender.
Here.
New Mexico looking to again push through main entrance of A side. Southeastern does still have their Omen, so they could play it slow with the smokes.
Cage triggered.
On a very good angle there is the Diaz. Now Mr. Goat looking to catch up with his team. Going to place himself on Heaven and get a full look over here. JC almost got a shot off on Mr. Goat there. Uncle Whiff with the plant. And here comes Isaac with the rotate. And Nom with the angle on Heaven. Macro going underneath. Isaac with his ult. Location fully revealed. Straight through the smoke. There's a swing by Mr. Goat. Back on the side to retake. Yet another one. Here's a shot. And Nom goes down and Southeastern retakes the site. Great job there by Isaac and his ultimate.
Push no button. Save the day. Easy.
And Southeastern lives to fight another day. Is 7-3 over New Mexico. Full buy for New Mexico, trying to stay in the game. Season with little to no funds left. And Southeastern sitting pretty wealthy there.
Time to work. Careful here. Bring them down.
And yet again, New Mexico State gonna try with the head-on approach. Mop suppressed for just a few more seconds. And the swing by Jet and Kowalski around the smoke. He gets the headshot. Ideas playing the door. Here New Mexico State gets off the plan again. A 3-on-3. Now a 2-on-3 in favor of New Mexico. Nom low health. Mr. Goat through his own smokes. And there's the peek on Macro. There's a shot on the Sova. Gets Uncle Whiff. Looking for the stun. Shot another one. Headshot.
Last player standing.
from the teleport. Gets picked, has 4 HP left. Spraying through the smoke, and he has it for the clutch.
Shameful performance.
In the final seconds there, Mr. Goat doing all he can, smoking and trying to flash, and gets the defuse for the win. Mr. Goat making it look easy.
Last round.
Very good use of his abilities there. Smoke off the site and just to play around his own smokes.
I need this. Thank you.
Switching out some weapons there. Going with the Odin. Never mind, back to the Vandal.
Get out of my way!
Ooh, and the missed shot by Bender just above. Now Kowalski picking up the op of his own. Marked, but Kowalski now inside with the great angle. And the shot on Isaac. Wow. Macro with the plant. Mop staying in the backside. And now all that's left is the 2v5 for Southeastern. Sova with the scan. Adias and Mop stacked on each other. And the shot from Kowalski gets Mop in a 1v5 and a flawless from New Mexico. Not much Southeastern could have done there.
Switching sides.
And now the final switch back into the half. Southeastern will now go on the offensive side. And we are underway out of the half. Isaac still on fade. Getting rid of the sentry there. Bender. Staying back just a little bit. On the angles with Nam. With the swing, he gets a headshot and the kill on KO as well. In the favor of Southeastern. Bender. And now Mop. Looking to take side A. And from behind, on the flank, down goes Mop from Kowalski. Isaac with the plant. With a drone from Sova. Isaac on low health. But Adias does have the flank.
One enemy remaining.
The trade there from Uncle Whiff, and now it's a one-on-one. Bender in low health. Trying to get the plant, just playing time. Uncle Whiff gonna have to be aggressive, and I think that he has enough time to defuse. Bender just couldn't play.
Clutch.
My babushka told me not to brag, but for this I make an
Bender just couldn't play enough time off the clock for that one. And New Mexico shortening Southeastern's lead to 3 rounds.
Track them down.
Switching over to Bender's POV, active with the Sheriff up top on Heaven, taking some pop shots through the smoke. As Southeastern decides to send all 5 towards A site. Now they look to rotate back towards mid. Cypher, the only one staying close to A site.
Shadows.
Crouch walking silently. Or not crouch walking. Slowly walking silently. Mr. Goat with the smoke. And down goes Nam. From the shot with Bender. Closing the door. Now Spike goes down for SE. And on Heaven. Macro right above. And the shot. And goes Kowalski. Uncle Whiff. Now the flash. Mop doesn't know that right there was Uncle Whiff. And New Mexico will get the defuse. Closing the lead even further. Take a look at that economy situation. Full buy from Southeastern. New Mexico getting some funds of their own. Looking like they're trying to try to save as much as they can. And the Bender facing Kowalski. Kowalski through mid. Smokes from Jet, but she will rotate away. And the swing. Nah, but goes down.
Right there.
Smokes coming in. And now Mop looks to take the plant. Adias playing door close. Knows that the KO is there, but they get rid of door. Down goes JC. As Adias playing the close angle, picks up the one, but the trade coming in from Uncle Whiff is now. He's the only one with the drone.
One enemy remaining.
And the shot, and now up top is Macro. Bender with the K. And Southeastern regaining some momentum. It's been a very steady paced game. No timeouts or really any big changes of play there. It's really been back and forth. Both teams have done a great job
Where are you?
in this game so far.
Marked one.
On Isaac, spraying through the wall,
Catch them.
getting a little bit of damage, but now Bender. T Silva gets the K on Bender. Insight has control. Mr. Goat now looking for the plant on the angle. Through the smoke. Bender gonna stay far backside of sight as well. And Mop gonna play close to Diaz. Facing Macro through mid.
Cover going out.
And Nom now looking to take his place inside. Gets the K on Mop. Through the smoke, he might push, but it's a 2-on-2. Doesn't realize that on the other side of the smoke was Mr. Goat. And there's the teleport out and the trade for Adias. 10-6. Walking into round 17.
That goes there. We will reveal their secrets.
Adias trying to pick up some intel early to see if New Mexico was trying to be aggressive. Kowalski sitting in the smoke of Nom. Now JC. But Kowalski with 2 picks of his own.
I know exactly where you are.
Side is taken by SE and set up well.
Shadows traveling.
Switching over to Mr. Goat's POV. And the Sova missed on the intel there. Down goes Nom, and now down goes Kowalski.
Watch them run.
And the teleport for Mr. Goat.
One enemy remaining.
Uncle With with the defuse. Right through door, trying to get on the flank. And Isaac with the cleanup. And round 17.
Wait until I blind them to strike.
And here, these last final rounds, we'll see full buys trying to come in for both teams. As everyone kitted up. Well, these rounds are coming through the smoke. Down goes Bender on the snipe. Now Kowalski and his teammate going to rotate through mid. JC gets off the angle. Macro. The LMG. Isaac also with the LMG. And Mop going to rotate through mid. Going to try to catch up with Isaac. Maybe, but no, he chooses to go with Mr. Goat. As playing the long game here. We can see smokes coming in for Mr. Goat. And Adias. With some smokes of his own. Down goes the plant for Mr. Goat. And the same setup here from SE. Gonna keep one, maybe close to big door. Looking up through heaven. Kowalski does have the op. And has picked up
One enemy remaining.
2 kills this game. But down goes Kowalski. He's out of the factor. And as well as Macro. 12-6.
Match point.
And the match point in favor of SE. If they get this next round, they are able to win the match for the night against New Mexico.
Here.
And the final seconds go underway.
Cover going out.
And it's all or nothing for New Mexico State. Going to try to make the most of this opportunity. Down goes Macro on the kill from Bender.
Face your fear!
Folks coming in from Bender, but Uncle Whiff picks one up himself. Mr. Goat yet again on the site for A. Going to take the early plant. 3-on-4. If Southeastern sets up the site well, they can definitely
Here.
take this round and their game in their favor. Mop sitting back on breach, just waiting for the opportunity as well with Mr. Goat. Drone coming in from the Sova.
Cage triggered.
Mr. Goat decides to smoke off heaven.
Off your feet!
Here.
And there's the shots from Adias. Here's one up top. The drop by JC. And all that's left is Mr. Goat in his own smoke around the corner. Kill from KO, and New Mexico able to hold on for another round.
Revealing area. Enemies close. Eyes up.
Here.
From now on, New Mexico's going to have to play a perfect game to hopefully win back this match for Southeastern. But one single mistake can mean your hometown is going home with the win. On Bender's POV. Gonna crouch walk through mid. Playing his smokes. He hears the one on Dom. It's the pick on Nom. And down goes Bender. My Uncle Whiff yet again. Around the corner. Flash and everything. Uncle Whiff. And Mr. Goat again with yet another plant on A. Seems almost deja vu. Here's Macro up top. Across the blind.
Last player standing.
But Mr. Goat does not realize
One
the
enemy
shots
remaining.
on Kowalski. And defusing was Macro. A breach still playing time. Doesn't have to be aggressive. He could swing any second here. Oh, but the sprays from Macro
Don't interrupt my work.
gives New Mexico the edge.
Come here.
And wow, Southeastern, a full reset there yet again. But just trying to whittle down New Mexico
Placing
as much as they
sentry.
can.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing alarm bot.
And a timeout from Mr. Goat. I believe that'll be our first timeout of the game. It'll be a minute long, so stay tuned and we will get you right back into the action. Final round here. Don't blink and you'll miss it. Southeastern coming out of their own timeout. I believe that was the first one of this game number 2. And the Sova with the arrow shots. Now Southeastern ideas with the cams, trying to get some info on JC. New Mexico still a 5-on-5 here, but New Mexico playing spread out just a little bit. They have 2 mid, the Jet on the backside, and they might make their move right now. Is Mop and Isaac look towards Macro on the other side of the smoke. Down goes Macro. Great pick there. And Southeastern decides to rotate into B bomb site. All it's on B is Kowalski. And there's
Spike down B.
Mr. Goat for Kowalski. And there's the K from the Jet and the daggers.
remaining.
Down goes Nam in a
30
1v4
seconds left.
for JC with little to no health left. And a rotate back to site. Bender with the plant. And it's a miracle to happen for New Mexico. And I believe that Mop might get the pick on him. And there you have it, the headshot. And the game goes to Southeastern. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, if you want to follow us on any of our social medias, go check us out at SE Sports HQ for all your Southeastern esports needs. And as we see leaderboard there, Mr. Goat, top fragger for this game, and Kowalski not far behind for New Mexico. And again, we like to say thank you for tuning in. If you want to support us in any way, go down in the description of this live stream. You'll see all the links to help support Southeastern's esports teams. And with that, again, we say thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.